What is going on, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy CEO Baby, and welcome to Overpowered Gaming. And what I have for you guys today is FireCreast 6-piece classified set. Later on this week, I will give a full review of this gear set once I optimize it with skill power and electronics fully. I do have 10K electronics, but it's not optimized where I can see my skill haste and my electronics and my skill power work hand in hand. And as you guys know, FireCreast was a major set in 1.6. For counter combat. Not a set that I ran in particular. I like short bow knee pads over flame turrets and seeker mines. But this is a set that came out during the global events of Ambush, and I feel like every Ambush set that dropped, every gear set that came out during that global event, I feel like with the exception of Alpha Bridge you can run both ways, PVE or PvP, but I think most of those sets are PVE gear sets, and I'm talking about the full 6-piece classified set, not the Savage Gloves or the inventor backpack that you can put between Alpha Bridge or Tactician. But I did get 10K electronics on this set. I believe 30, I want to say 35, maybe 36% skill haste. And you will want a little bit more skill haste with this set. Now the pros of this set is that it's definitely going to shine in the Dark Zone and Last Stand because those maps are so big. And you can really strategize in areas where you can place your flame turret. But I run all my sets in skirmish to test it out, and it didn't do as well as I thought. I did get a lot of assists, got a few kills, and I was able to, assist my team. But the turret was getting taken out extremely fast, and I think it does, with this being a counter combat set, a strategist set, and a support set, and those stems that it stem in, that for your turret to lose that much health, or that easily to be taken out, whether it's focus fire from a player, an EMP and a disruptor, is understandable, but a reclaimer box as well, that you can't really get the full benefit of your set. And that's why I see the set shining in PvE more so than PvP, with the exception of the Dark Zone, and being a support character in the Dark Zone for your team. But the turret does do what it's supposed to do. It really burns the fuck out of players. You do get an extra 3 incendiary grenades, so you can carry 6, and then your flame bullets. But like I said, in skirmish and last stand game modes, you can't really get the weapon talents unlocked on your guns because of the minimum that you have. It takes that away and buff out everything else. So I didn't get to have competent and trained on my weapons to really see. And the talents that you would run on your weapon is those 2 talents. If you can get determined and locked, go for that as well. I guess for your free slot on your weapon, and then the talents you would want to run on your gear set would be Death by Proxy and Wildfire. The set was fun to run for me. I do think it could use a little bit more damage and a better hitbox on your turret, so that way you can actually see how strong your turret is. To me, 1.6 and 1.5 turret was stronger than this turret in the essence of the damage it can take. But I didn't have full turret damage mods on it, or turret health on it, so I didn't really get to see that. But I will go for that. I wouldn't necessarily do turret damage. I would go turret health or 2 and 2, so that way your turret can have a little bit more health on it. Today I ran in the skirmish and it was fun to run. Like I said, I'm going to give an in-depth video, build video this week once I get it up and running, and I'm able to fully give you the details of the set. But it's just my first impression of it, and I have to say this is a set that I would pass on for PvP because it just can't compete against Nomad, Striker, Tactician, Hunter's Faith, Alpha Bridge, Predator. All the gear sets is in the game now. This is probably a low tier set for me, given the fact that it's a fun set to run. It does what it needs to do. It's great at that. But as far as competing and being able to do damage over time, it's just not there for me. You heavily relying on something that you place on the ground or something you place in the air, and that does what it needs to do as far as creating disruption on the battlefield. But just as far as just pure DPS or using your turret for a DPS bringer or DPS giver, it's real hard to distinguish that. But as far as supporting your team and assisting your team, this set is top tier, and PvE is top tier. So I will run this as a PVE set versus a PvP set, but I will give it another shot in the dark zone to see the full capabilities of FireCreast. I like it, but it's just not my thing. But it's your boy CEO Baby. Thank you for checking out Overpowered Gaming. Shout out to everybody who came through and liked that Cronus Max video. And I wanted to just clarify something. I wasn't just pointing at UK players for using it. Everybody use it, but I have seen a lot of UK players using this fucking $50 device to benefit in their gameplay. But we're not gonna touch on that. Make sure you drop a like on this video. You subscribe to the channel if you're new. And later on this week, I have a full in-depth video of this gear set, FireCreast. But as it stands for me, PVE is the way to go with this set. It's your boy CEO Baby. I'm out. Peace.